Hello students. So now we will discuss next experiment, that is experiment number 4, to measure speed of three-phase induction motor and to calculate percentage slip. So this is a practical that we need to perform on three-phase induction motor. So for this practical we will require the following list of apparatus. First, main we will require three-phase induction motor to be operated on 415 volt and that too squirrel cage induction motor. Secondly, we will require DOL starter, that is direct online starter, for safe starting of motor as we have studied in the theory, of the voltage magnitude 440 volt, quantity 1 number. We will require some connecting wires to make the connection of motor with respect to three-phase supply. So we will use 1 square mm PVC insulated copper wire or somewhat of higher cross-sectional area depending upon the magnitude of current of motor as per our requirement. We will use one tachometer, that is digital tachometer. So this tachometer is a meter that is used for the measurement of speed. So we will require one digital tachometer to measure the speed of three-phase induction motor in terms of revolutions per minute. So before going through the circuit diagram, let us understand some theoretical points regarding calculation of slip. So for three-phase induction motor, we have studied in the theory the definition of synchronous speed. It is the speed of a rotating magnetic field. It is indicated by letter Ns and we calculate it by using the formula 120 F upon P. Its unit will be revolution per minute. Here F will be indicating supply frequency, which is according to Indian standard is 50 Hz, and P will indicate number of poles of a motor. Second is the rotor speed. We have studied in the theory that rotor of three-phase induction motor rotates at a speed slightly less than the RMF, and that actual speed of rotor is said to be rotor speed indicated by letter N. So for the measurement of rotor speed we will use tachometer. Next, slip speed. Slip speed is defined as the difference between synchronous speed and actual speed, that is the rotor speed of the motor. So we will calculate it as Ns minus N. And next, that is our main calculation in this experiment, that is calculation of slip. So slip for a three-phase induction motor is defined as the ratio of slip speed to the synchronous speed. Synchronous speed. So the formula to calculate slip will be Ns minus N upon Ns, and we will calculate the slip in terms of percentage. So we will write it as percentage S is equal to Ns minus N divided by Ns multiplied by 100. So this is the value that we will be calculating for our three-phase induction motor. So let us have a look at the apparatus for this experiment. So let us have a look at the list of apparatus or equipment. So this is the main switch here, which we can see, and here we can see that there is a 3-pole MCB. So from here we will get three-phase AC supply to supply to the motor. The output of this main switch is given to direct online starter, and on this starter we can see that there are two switches. One is red and one is green in color. Red is the off push button and green is the on push button. So as we have studied in the theory that it is used to limit the magnitude of starting current. The output of DOL starter is going behind this panel, and these three-phase terminals are available across these three terminals where it is written as RYB for the making the connection of three-phase supply to the motor. And also we can see on the panel we have a digital voltmeter and digital ammeter for measurement of voltage and current. From these three terminals we will use the connecting wire and we will bring the supply to the three-phase induction motor. So this is the main component of our experiment, that is a three-phase induction motor, and this motor is a squirrel cage induction motor, as we can see. So the three terminals here are brought out for making the connection of the stator winding R, Y and B. So on this nameplate of a motor we can find out the details. As it is written, it is a three-phase, then it is 0.75 kilowatt, 50 hertz, 1.5 ampere, 1 HP rating of a motor which is to be operated on 440 volt. Its speed is 1440 RPM. So this is the details provided by the manufacturer, and this is the shaft across which we have to measure the speed of a motor. So for speed measurement we will use this tachometer, that is digital contact type of tachometer, and in this tachometer we have to connect this shaft of tachometer to the shaft of the motor for measurement of speed. It has three range in which we can measure the speed, that is RPM, minutes per minute and feet per minute. But for our experiment we have to measure the speed in revolution per minute. So there is a side button which is provided to switching on the tachometer. So when we press this button, so it will indicate that it is 0 RPM. So when we will connect the shaft of tachometer to the motor, so as the shaft will rotate, it will indicate the speed reading. So let us now have a look at the circuit diagram for this experiment, and then we will perform the practical. So let us go through circuit diagram for the measurement of a slip of three-phase induction motor. So as we have seen, we will use three-phase supply to excite the motor. Then three-phase supply is connected to the three-phase motor with the help of ICTP switch, but as we have seen, instead of that we will be using a 3-pole MCB. This three-phase supply will be made available to the DOL starter for limiting the high magnitude of current. Then the output of DOL starter will be directly connected across the stator winding of our three-phase induction motor. For our motor we have the stator winding connected in delta, and the terminals are brought out from the stator winding which are marked as R, Y and B. So these three terminals are visible over the terminal box of motor, and we have shown the symbol of a squirrel cage rotor because we are using three-phase squirrel cage induction motor for this experiment. Even though as there is no need to measure the current, but then also we can use an additional ammeter to measure the current of a motor. So with this, let us have a look at the connection of this experiment. So first will be their main switch, and we have to make sure that our main switch of three-phase supply is in the off position. In the main switch there is a MCB that we are going to use to switch on the three-phase AC supply. This supply, after switching on, will pass on to the DOL starter, and the output of this DOL starter is brought out on this panel over these three terminals. So on the first terminal we are getting R, on the second terminal we are getting Y, and on the third terminal we are getting B phase supply. From this terminal we have to bring the connection towards the terminal box of the three-phase induction motor. So as we have seen that we get a three-phase supply across this terminal. So from R phase terminal we have taken a connecting wire and we have connected to the R terminal of the stator winding. Then Y phase terminal, from the panel or supply terminal we have connected across the Y terminal of our three-phase induction motor. In the same way, the B-phase connection is taken from the B-phase terminal from the panel and it is brought to the B-phase terminal of stator winding of a three-phase induction motor. And for the measurement purpose of a current, we have two connections provided here for ammeter. So we have used a connecting wire for connecting an ammeter for the measurement of the current of a stator winding in one phase, as we have seen in the circuit diagram. So with this connection, let us now go through the practical and understand how to note down the readings. So firstly, we have to make sure that the three-phase supply is completely off. Then we have to switch on this three-phase supply carefully, and we can note over the panel that on a digital voltmeter we can see that three-phase supply is now switched on. Now with the help of a on push button of DOL starter, we will start the motor. So we have to press this on push button and we can see that the motor has come into the operation. So motor is running in a particular direction when we have excited with the three-phase AC supply. So for the motor we have to note down the speed with the help of tachometer. So we will switch this, press this button, and we will connect the tachometer in such a fashion that the shaft of tachometer is to be connected to the shaft of motor. Carefully we have to measure the speed. So here we have to hold the tachometer in such a fashion that it shows steady value of the speed. So here we can see that the speed of the motor recorded by the tachometer is coming to be 1493 or 1494 RPM. So this is the actual speed of the rotor with which motor is rotating. So after noting the speed, we have to press red push button to switch off the motor. So with the pressing of this button, the motor will come to standstill condition. We have to switch off the three-phase supply and we have to power off the circuit. So let us move on to the observation and calculation part. So let us have a look at the observations that we need to make. So first observation is synchronous speed ns. So the synchronous speed actually we need to calculate for our given motor. For our given motor we have number of poles P is equal to 4. Our three-phase motor is bound for 4-pole configuration. Frequency of supply, that is F, is equal to 50 Hertz. So we need to calculate synchronous speed ns by using the formula 120 F upon P, and its unit will be revolution per minute. So when we do this calculation, 120 multiplied by 50, number of poles 4, we get value of ns is equal to 1500 rpm for our motor. So we have to note this down, ns, in the observation. So we will write here synchronous speed ns is equal to 1500 rpm. Now the rotor speed is the speed with which we have actually recorded with the help of tachometer. So we will write here as 1493 rpm. So as we have measured that it was around 1494 or 1493. So in the calculation part we will calculate the percentage slip by using this formula, that is ns minus n divided by ns multiplied by 100. So we know the value of ns, it is equal to 1500 rpm minus 1493. So divide by 1500 into 100. So when we calculate the slip, then we get it as 0.47%, which is very low value of a slip, because as of the motor which we have used, it is a low HP rating motor, so we get the value of slip very low. So this is the calculation that we have to perform in this experiment. So let us have a look at the result that we have to note down in this practical. In result, we have to write the synchronous speed that we have calculated for our given three-phase induction motor. It is equal to 1500 RPM. Next, the percentage slip that we have calculated for our motor, we have to write it as 0.47%. So this percentage slip value can change in some different readings that we have already shared with the different batches. And from this experiment, we conclude that by measuring the speed of a three-phase induction motor and by calculation of synchronous speed, we can calculate the percentage slip of a given three-phase induction motor.